This is Life Prepper here at the World of Joan, and I'm making vegetarian sausage with a new twist. I sat here and I checked out different videos from I'm Still Working in North Carolina Prepper and something other kitchen and all this, and they all sit there saying, you turn around, you mix the groats up with the spices, and then you add an egg or two in it and mix it up and pat it out, put it in the skillet, fry it up, get it good and brown on each side. Then you put it in the pan of vegetable broth or chicken broth or whatever it is you make, and where it's boiling, then let it simmer and cook for about 20 minutes, and then refry it again. I said, you know what, it's got to be an easier, a better way. And here's what I did. And to show you, look at this. This here is vegetarian sausage. Now that don't look like it, does it? That does not look like vegetarian sausage at all. Look at the inside of it here. Look at that looks like sausage. And it's good. Oh, I made some last night, experimenting around, trying to get a recipe down pat. And it smelled like sausage cooking, and my dog thought it was sausage. He really enjoyed it. So, oh wow. You might want to tweak it a little bit. Now what I did, I had to use just what spices I had around the house. And I like a little bit of fire in mine. You take a cup of oats. You take about a cup and a half of water because you want to get it at a good boil. I put 2 chicken bouillons in there. I didn't have no beef bouillon on hand. I've got some in my SHTF, stocked up, but I don't want to touch that. And then you got your spices you want to add into it. You want to add 2 spoonfuls of sugar. If you want to add dehydrated celery or onions, I would go ahead and add this into the broth, not into the dry mixture, because it will hydrate. So I add 2 spoonfuls of that. I like a little bit of fire in mine, so I add a spoonful of red pepper. I add a spoonful of curry in mine, a spoonful of sage. I had some sage salt. Now, you need to look your recipes up, and they talk about putting dill seed, and stuff like that in there. And I think it's parsley and some other spices in there. But I like mine a little bit spicy, so I just used what I had on hand at the time. But it turned out wonderful. All you're going to do is take your pan of water. You're going to pour your oats in there. And then you're just going to mix it up. And you're not going to let it cook, because what you want to do is just let these juices soak up the oats. Especially all you're letting it do is soak it up. That's all you're letting it do is just soak all that nice flavor of it into the oats. I took this off the eye earlier, so it didn't get as hot as it should be. But that's okay, because I'm going to tell you what. You're going to take this here, and you're going to put it into your bowl, because it's going to keep cooking as it's doing that, because it's really, really hot. Because you can see right here, you can see this steam, and you can see the overall moisture right here. And I go ahead and I add 1 egg into my mixture while it is like that. Now remember, this is soaking up all these spices and herbs. Is all in here, soaking. And once you put that egg in it, it's going to get a little bit mushy. It's going to get more mushy, as you can see right here. It's more mushy as you add that egg into it to create more of a texture. And then you're going to take and add another cup of oats in it. And like I say, you can refine this. And I'm just making a mess here, but that's okay. Like I say, I'm doing this while it's hot. If I was you, I would let it set anywhere from a half an hour to an hour, even longer. You can make it up the night before and let it set for the next day. So I'm pouring my oats into it. I'm mixing them on up right here like you see. Because then you're going to have your nice little dry texture. It's going to be thick. It's going to be a thick texture here. But you've got all this other adding into it. All the other spices. So now you're going to add one more egg. Because like I say, you're making a good sized batch of this here. You can reduce it down and make it into a smaller batch if you want to. So it's going to combine all this. And now you want to add some more ingredients in it, because what you've done here is you have created 2 cups of it. I'm going to add a teaspoonful of sugar, and like I say, you can refine this to your taste. If there's like other spices you like that you really enjoy a lot more, or whatever, you have a craving for those particular spices, like I say, you can use cayenne pepper seeds. You can use any number of things here. And I like the taste of onion. I like the taste of celery. I got celery salt because I want it. And I am going ahead and use that dehydrated onion in it because it just tastes so good. It will hydrate so. Then you're going to just choose whatever spices ooh, that's a lot of celery salt. And don't forget your sage. Sausage ain't nothing without sage. Ain't nothing without sage. Some people likes it. Some people likes a lot of sage. Some don't. Like I say, you tweak it to your taste and everything. You do what you as a person likes for your overall recipe, and you just simply mix it all in there. And just set it to the side. You can let it cool down for a bit. And what you're going to do is you're allowing all these spices to infuse with each other. You're allowing all this, and look here how that is. You're allowing the spices to infuse with it. Now what I did is, I did this one here after the oats got cold and everything. So before I added the grind, now you can see here the texture right here, how thick it is. It's easy to do. You just take there and put a spoonful in it, smash it down a little bit. And that's all it is to it. You don't have to get your hands all real filthy or anything. Well, you can just hear that sizzling on that. And that's simple. That's it. You don't have to sit there and do all this other stuff. I would recommend that once you mix your ingredients, I will allow it to set for a while and absorb all the natural flavors to it. Oh, it's really good. I've been making sandwiches out of it. You don't know that it's oats. Like I said, you see here, it's all fried up. Spilling everywhere. But you can see here, look here. Look at this. Look at that. That looks like sausage. Look at that. Whole piece looks like sausage. And, like I said, they would not even know if you didn't tell them that this was vegetarian sausage. They would have no idea. Look at the texture on that. Look at that. Ain't that wonderful? So, you know what? Oh, my goodness, it's so good. Like I say, I like a little fire in mine. It don't take long to fix it. It's already getting solid on one side. I'm flipping it over. I don't want to tilt the pan, but I just want to show you kind of briefly. Look here. See, that's just where I just flipped it over. Don't they look like real sausage? I got a friend, Vicky, who is a vegetarian. And there's other people that's vegetarians. This way, you can put, what, if you didn't tell people they was eating vegetarian, they wouldn't know it. Real simple, real easy, like I said. First step is, get your pan, get your, take a cup and a half of water to a cup of oats. You want to get it reach a good boiling point. You want it to turn around and add your spices into it. Whether you want to add chicken broth, if you got real chicken broth or real beef broth, and save it from something other. But if you're a vegetarian, you can use a vegetable broth to make up your you can buy the instant or you can make your own broth, however you want to choose to it. Then you add whatever spices you like into this here to make your own sausage with. Once it's at a good boil, just mix in that cup of oats, mix it up real good, pour it into the bowl while it's still warm. Add your 1 egg into it while it's still warm and mix it up. Then you add a cup of oats into it, dry oats, mix it all up together, add another egg into it for texture, and then turn around, add more spices. I add for a cup of oats, I figure 1 teaspoon of each one of my spices. I put 2 teaspoons roughly of the sugar, and that's optional if you don't want sugar in it. If you want it a little bit hotter, you can add a little bit more. If you want a little more onion taste or a little more celery taste, you can fix it to your liking. It's real simple, real easy. I'm looking forward to all this. Wow, I want to tell you what, this here is just, they would not know. They would not know that was sausage. They would not know this here was sausage. I'm going to tell you what, it tastes good. I want to let that finish cooking itself down. I think the longer you let it set, if you make it up the night before, and then just put it in, after it cools down, then just put it in the refrigerator and let it set overnight. Let the spices all absorb in it. You're going to get more flavor to it. If not, it's up to you. I think this is just a great recipe. You can make you can take that there and cook it up. You can make you some burritos with them. You can make sauce with it. You can make a variety of things using this vegetarian recipe, and it's wonderful. So you know what? I'm glad I sat here and spent some time working on it. But this is Live Prepper here, World of Joan. I want all you to be safe, be happy. Bless you all.